Hello everyone. So we are back in video 3 of this programmatic series. Here we are discussing how programmatic platforms work, how DV360 works, and this is video 3. If you haven't watched video 1 and 2 of the playlist, first of all you need to go and watch that, because today we will be discussing and navigating through the UI of DV360. I haven't seen any video. There are a few paid videos for this kind of stuff on YouTube. So this is one of the very unique videos and very helpful videos to crack interviews for DV360, to understand the basics. Sometimes people who are advanced marketers also do not know the basics, because they are just doing some sort of regular work on just one level of DV360. So today we will be navigating through the UI, and we will be seeing how UI of DV360 looks like. So let's get right into it. My name is Rishul, and let's start. All right. So we will be navigating the DV360 interface. We'll understand the hierarchy first, and then we'll find our way around. Okay, we are discussing Google's platform, which was earlier known as Double Click Bid Manager. It's called as DV360 or Display and Video 360. This is the programmatic advertising series, video 3 of it. Okay. So what is DV360? DV360 is Google's enterprise DSP. It's the demand side platform used by agencies and advertisers to plan, buy, and measure programmatic advertising across open web. You can buy across display, video, audio, CTV, and native inventory. It's part of Google's marketing platform. It was formerly known as Double Click Bid Manager. Here is the hierarchy. Okay, so you have to understand the hierarchy first, so that it's easier for you to navigate through the UI of DV360. At first, we have the partner level. At top, there is a partner level. And right now, you just listen to me once. This is a very short video. It's just navigating through the hierarchy and the UI itself, because sometimes people ask question like, why are there so many levels in this programmatic DSPs? So you might not understand it at first, but as you keep on working on these platforms, you'll understand, okay, at different levels different sort of targeting is required, and that's how you understand it. As you keep on working on platform, you get to know, okay, now I get it, why there is advertiser level, why there is a campaign level. So you just listen to me once. It's easier to understand. If you are new to DV360, if planning to give interviews for same, just ratify it, just gulp it up, just try to learn it once for once. And as you start working on the platform, because it's designed very carefully, as you start working on the platform, you'll know why exactly each level is designed in the way it is. At top, there is partner level. Under partner level, we have different advertisers. Okay, there can be multiple advertisers under a partner. There can be only one partner. So under partner, there are different advertisers. Under different advertisers, we have various campaigns which we set up. So the top level represents the agency or trading desk. All advertisers live under the partner. And advertiser, what is advertiser? It's a brand or client. It holds campaigns, creatives, audience, and budgets. Okay. So whatever budgets are decided, you set them up at advertiser level. You set up all the creatives which are later on assigned to different campaigns or line items. You set them up, you upload them at advertiser level. You set up different audiences, whatever audiences you would be targeting at advertiser level. Then comes campaign level. Now campaign level groups insertion orders around a common goal or a flight period. So Campaign has different IOs or insertion orders. Now, insertion orders have a common goal. It could be click through rate. Okay, we have various insertion orders which are targeting towards click through rate. We have a common goal of click through rate, so those insertion orders are grouped and assigned in a campaign. Now, what is the IO or insertion order? IO controls budget, pacing, delivery settings for a group of line items. And on various IOs itself, you control what, let's say you have a $2,000 budget and you're a shoe company, okay? So you create different IOs for running shoes. There is a different IO for casual shoes. There's a different IO, or it could be on basis of different targetings. Like you have a IO for retargeting, you have a IO for brand awareness, you have a IO for conversions. So that's how you segment out different IOs, and you assign different budgets, which like the major chunk was assigned at advertiser level, and then smaller chunks are designed at IO level. Now the pacing is also assigned at IO level. The delivery settings are also assigned at IO level, and within those IOs are contained different line items. Okay, after line item also, if you are running a YouTube campaign, there is a ad group level, but majorly line item is the last level where the creatives are assigned, and finally your ad is running through these programmatic platforms. So line items is where targeting, bidding and creative assignment happens. So that's the hierarchy. At top we have partner, then we have a advertiser. Under advertiser lives different campaigns. Under campaigns live different IOs, and under IOs live different line items. I'm showing you the UI, how it looks when you log into DV360. This is the UI, how it looks. So this is the partner level, which is the first level, and we have different partners over here. You can log into a partner and then see the advertisers which are within that partner. Okay, what is a partner? It represents an agency, a trading desk, or a large independent advertiser. Think of it as the top folder of DV360. It's the topmost hierarchical range. Who has access? Typically set up by Google, agencies get their own partner ID. Each partner have multiple advertisers underneath. Okay, so when an agency reaches out to Google, a partner is assigned to a particular agency for a client. Let's say you are BMW. For BMW, you will have a particular partner. It's provided to you by Google, and then you go to that BMW. Whenever you are working on your campaigns, you just go to that particular level of BMW, and then you log into your different advertisers, whatever line item you want to work on, whatever changes you want to do. What you will find here, okay, it gives you overview metrics, a list of all advertisers, partner level settings, and shared resources like audiences and creatives. We'll discuss the detailed settings at each level in upcoming videos. It's not highly required right now. You just need to understand the different levels. You just need to see through how the UI looks, because it's important for you to understand that first. The URL pattern. Okay, how do you log in into DV360? You type in displayvideo.google.com, and the home page shows all partners your account has access to. This does not mean somebody who is sitting at home right now can log into this particular website and see the partners, because first of all you'll have to create an account in DV360, which can be done by the Google partners themselves. So when an agency or a big MCC account reaches out to Google partners, they create a DV360 account for that particular agency or advertiser. The second level, so here it's blurred out because of client information, but after partner level there is a advertiser level, and that's how the advertiser level looks like. It has insertion order, it has line items which are within that insertion order, and it has campaigns. So here you can see the different campaigns which are there. What is an advertiser? So advertiser is the brand or client whose ads are being run. Everything campaign, creative, audience, pixels, everything lives under the advertiser. What are the key settings here? The key settings are the brand name, currency, time zone, CM360 floodlight links, through which you track the activities of the end user, the domain verification, and the billing setup. Everything is done under advertiser level. Audience list, custom affinities, creatives, pixels, and channels all are managed at advertiser level. So, this is the advertiser level, it is under the partner level. Now, multiple advertisers, one partner can house dozens of advertisers, perfect for agencies managing multiple clients from one seat. So, let's say you have one partner seat and you have multiple clients. So, you can name your agency as the partner, XYZ would be the partner, and under that, you have different a book which is running, a car brand which is running. So, those would be different advertisers. Okay, we'll come to the campaign level, which is the next level. So here, let's say Cardinal Path LLC is your advertiser, and under that advertiser, we see this campaign and click on it. So we are at campaign level now. Cardinal Path is the campaign level, Cardinal Path LLC is the advertiser level. Under campaign level, a campaign is an organizational container that groups different IOs together. It usually works around a shared goal, brief, or a flight window. So, whenever we have a common goal, we can group all those IOs under one campaign. So, we have different hierarchies. This is the third level of hierarchy, which is the campaign level. And there are different settings which you can access at different levels. What settings live here? Campaign name, start and end date, like the flight date, how long your ads would be running. Campaign goal, whether it's a brand awareness campaign or a reach campaign or a conversion campaign, can be set up at campaign level. And what are the frequency settings? How often your ad would be shown can be set up at campaign level. Does budget live here? No. Budget is set at IO level. Okay. The campaign is just grouping layer. This is different from Google Ads. In Google Ads, you do not see this layer, but it's just a grouping layer. So budgets are set at IO level or the insertion order level. Now name campaign clearly. If you name them clearly, you can understand why this is grouped at different levels, like the brand, what quarter it's running for, and the objective it's running for, be it brand awareness, conversions, or reach. It keeps things clean when you're managing dozens of IOs. This is a very important pro tip, and you can use this whenever you're giving interviews. That's how you set up campaigns, by clear nomenclature or naming them clearly to understand how grouping has been done at campaign level. We'll come to insertion order or IO level now. So an important level where very important settings live. This is how it looks. The Tradewell Talking Boots is the IO level. Tradewell Industries is the advertiser level, and then it has various partners. Okay. The insertion order is where you set budget, pacing strategy, flight dates, and performance goals. Think of it as the budget controller. The budget is controlled at IO level, of course, as we discussed at the campaign level. So this is the budget controller where different insertion orders have different budgets assigned. Okay, these all green lights which you see shows active signal, and these all are different insertion orders. You just click on them and then you reach out to the UI of DV360's ads, and then you see different line items assigned on them. We'll come to that next. Okay, what are type of IOs? We have standard IO, we have OTT IOs, and we have programmatic guaranteed IOs. We'll discuss what different type of insertion orders and deals are, what is open exchange, what is a private marketplace, what is a PG deal. That would be coming in upcoming videos, so do not worry about that. You just have to see how the UI looks. This is an old screenshot. It says double click bid manager, but in DV360 also it hasn't changed much, so the UI is pretty much same, just the logo is different. Now what are the key fields? The budget amount, daily, weekly, total pacing, bid strategy, be it maximize viewability, target CPA, which means cost per acquisition. What cost per acquisition is, you will know it. I know a lot of things haven't been discussed right now, but I'm just trying to give you a brief of how different things work here. So let's see it here. What is the difference between IO and campaign? One campaign can have multiple IOs, but one IO can have just different line items. Okay, campaign is basically just a grouping layer, as we discussed. See, the campaign is just a grouping layer. The main settings are done at IO. Okay, at campaign level, what settings you can do? You can set up the name, so that easier to understand how different campaigns have been set up, to understand campaign you're looking at and what setting you're looking at. So IO is where line items live, which is the last layer. This is the level 5, and that's how different line you see on the left hand side panel, just below insertion orders, it says line items. So either you can click on one insertion order and see all the line items, or you can directly see all the line items that particular campaign is having by clicking on this left hand side line item panel. What is a line item? It's the execution layer where the main execution is happening. This is where targeting is done, be it audience, geo means what location you're targeting at, what device you're targeting, be it mobile, computer, and connected TV, and contextual targeting, and bidding, and creative assignment. All this is happening at line item level. What are different types of line items? We have display line item, we have video line item, we have audio, YouTube and partners, and true view. Each unlocks different targeting and creative formats. Now, what are you configuring? Bid price or strategy, creative assignment, targeting signals, frequency cap, and conversion tracking pixels. The last mile. When a bid is sent into an auction, it's at the line item level. This is where the actual buying decision executes. So you set up what are you willing to pay for an impression, right? So that is done at line item level. So this is the last layer, and now we'll see where the creatives live. So now we'll see where do creatives live. Creatives in DV360. Now creatives are stored at advertiser level, as we already discussed that when we were discussing the advertiser level. Not the campaign or line item. You upload once and reuse across multiple line items. So you upload it at advertiser level, and then you can select at line item level what creative you want, which has been already assigned at advertiser level. What are the supported format of creatives? HTML5, images, videos, which could be MP4, VAST, audios, native, and rich media via Studio. Each creative has an exchange review status, be it approved, pending, or rejected. We will discuss the exchange status later. Approved, what is approved creative, what is pending or rejected, because when you upload them, it needs to follow certain guidelines that Google adheres to. And if you're not adhering to those guidelines, if your creative is somewhat not applicable or adhering to the guidelines set by Google, then it could get rejected. Before it gets rejected, it's in pending state. When you upload a creative, it goes into pending state. Either it's approved or rejected as per SSP. Okay, check this before launching. This is quick tour of the left navigation window, which we see here. What all settings are here, we'll discuss it. So as we discussed, there is campaign level, which is the top level view of all your campaigns and their performance. Then there is insertion order level, where you can view and manage all IOs under the current advertiser which you're working on. Then there are line items, which is the last layer, level 5. Flat list of all line items, great for bulk editing. If you want to edit all the settings together for all line items, you can do that at line item level. And then there is creative section, okay, where you can upload the creatives, select the creatives, delete them. We have audience section on the left hand panel, where you can build and manage first party lists. You can build lookalike and combined segments for different audiences that you would be targeting at line item level. We have insights. Insights means different reports and scheduling exports. So you can see what how your campaigns are doing by downloading these reports at insight level. We have inventory. We can manage what inventory we are targeting to, be it PMP, programmatic guaranteed deal, or open auction. And then we have advertiser settings, brand safety, viewability, billing, integration settings, all that is available. A quick recap to what we discussed today. So we discussed the hierarchy of DV360. We saw through some screenshots on how DV360 UI looks like. At top, there is partner level, then there is advertiser level, then there is campaign level, then there is IO level, and at last, there is line item level. And if you're running YouTube campaigns, then after line item level, there is another layer of ad group level. So we'll make a separate video about the YouTube ads, because it cannot be summed up with the general display ads over here, because it requires some specific set of informations. This was just the basic hierarchy from top to bottom of DV360. The key takeaways: partner, advertiser, campaign, IO, and line item. Budget lives at IO level, targeting lives at line item level, and creatives are at advertiser level. You can take a screenshot of this particular window if you're gonna appear for an interview. It's very important for you to understand the basics first, and these are the basics hierarchy of DV360. Okay, so thank you so much for watching my video till the end. We discussed the hierarchy today, and video 4 would be more about DV360's different settings, and in upcoming videos we'll discuss everything that is possible for you to understand to give interviews. We'll go to advanced level. We are still working on the basic level right now, and basic level has so much information that sometimes it's not easy to digest. So you can watch these videos again and again. You can share them with someone who is trying to appear for a programmatic interview. Thank you so much for watching. You can follow me on my LinkedIn. My LinkedIn name is given below and also in the video's description. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day ahead. Bye bye.